Hey everybody, Rob Maurer here, and I am a little bit under the weather today, so I do apologize if I don't quite have the super high energy that I know brings you all to Tesla Daily in the first place. But kind of a good day for it. We don't have a ton of news, so it should be pretty quick today. Looking at the stock, really nice day, up 6.25%, closing at $218.51. The Nasdaq quite strong today as well, up 1.8% on the day. All right, we'll start off with a tweet from Elon. So yesterday we talked about Ron Barron's comments about Tesla's potential valuation in the future. Elon did comment on this as well late last night, saying that we do need to knock the ball out of the park several times to achieve that value, but I think we can. So nothing too new. Nice to hear those comments from Elon, but we've heard him talk before about how he feels like Tesla has the potential to become the most valuable company in the world, which this would place it in that sort of an echelon. So just probably nice to hear the reiteration from Elon on those comments, but again, nothing too new. Then we also got a little bit of a new detail on the Cybertruck today. James Richardson Furlow, I believe, on Facebook shared a video. One of his friends came across the Cybertruck and got a little brief demo of some of the storage space in the bed of the vehicle. So I'll play that here quickly. Like other Tesla vehicles, there is a little storage compartment in this area. You can see that flip up there. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how big it is since there's obviously some stuff blocking our view. But it looks like at least a nice little storage compartment there for some additional space. Not that it's probably going to be super necessary very often with the amount of capacity that the Cybertruck will have, but nevertheless, always fun to see those new details a few weeks ahead of the delivery event, which hopefully gives us all of those things. All right, then we do have new China wholesale sales figures for October. So unfortunately, we don't have the breakout between retail and export. Wholesale sales is a combination of both. And then we should get production in about a week or so from now as well. So this table will get filled in, but for now we just have the wholesale sales figure of 72,115 vehicles for October. This is a little bit of a drop month over month. Obviously things are impacted by Highland right now. If you exclude Model 3 from this number, it would seem very strong. But as a reminder, because this does include export vehicles, it would not be fair to do that. We are going to see actually a pretty significant number of exported Model 3s for the month, I believe, based on the production number that we saw for September. Even with the flip to Highland, 18,000 vehicles, 18,000 Model 3s produced in September. So most of those, or a big chunk of those, should be in the export number for Model 3 for this month, which will contribute to the wholesale sales figure. So it's going to be disrupted a little bit. Obviously, Tesla's production, even for Model Y, slipped a bit month over month there in September. So it'll take some time to bounce back for that, but still a pretty nice number for us to see here. That should only be increasing as Highland ramps up. So we'll take a look at those numbers as they get filled in. And then we've got a couple Tesla Energy updates today. So Tesla Energy on X shared that they have now sort of expanded or unlocked the virtual power plant program for power walls in Puerto Rico. This is nice to see. We've actually talked about this project a couple of times. Drew had said that this was coming. So far, they have just been sort of trialing this, but now it looks like they're ready to kind of expand that to all 75,000 Powerwall owners in Puerto Rico, who can now sign up directly in the Tesla app to be a part of this virtual power plant that Tesla says could become the largest VPP ever. So nice to see that. Always good to see more VPP updates and hopefully something that continues to expand for Tesla over time. And then we've got a Megapack update from the YouTube channel Met God in the Wilderness. They occasionally do flyovers of the Lathrop Megafactory, and like usual, we're seeing a pretty big number of Megapacks in inventory here, just kind of waiting to be distributed. So 337 in total was the figure that he counted from his flyover, or they counted from their flyover rather. 337, so that's over $500 million in Megapacks sitting there at the Megafactory ready to be shipped, or presumably close to being ready to be shipped and deployed. So always kind of fun to see that, and hopefully will contribute to the Q4 numbers if Tesla gets those out. And then we've got a couple other automaker updates. This one coming yesterday from Toyota. They announced their earnings, which were actually quite strong. I think they had a record revenue, profit, operating profit, net income, pretty much records across the board, to the chagrin of many people rooting for EVs, I think. But they did also, alongside that, reduce their estimates for 2023 EVs. So previously they had said that they expected to deliver just over 200,000 EVs this year. They've now cut that pretty significantly, around 40% or so, down to just 123,000 as their expectations for the year, which their fiscal year will end in March. So still, almost 6 months of that left, a little bit less than that, but that's kind of what their guidance expectation is for now. They are expecting, though, record operating profits alongside this cut. So like others, we're seeing them reduce their expectations there. It's not a hugely significant number, but the more that gets reduced, the more that calls into question probably their growth rate on EVs going forward. And then we've also got updated US auto sales. So these are starting to come in for October. So just 1 month, but always kind of interesting to keep an eye on, especially during the UAW strike period that we're seeing right now. So I believe for the big three, only Ford has reported they actually saw a 5% decline month over month for October sales in the US. Other automakers are seeing increases after coming off of, as we've talked about, a little bit slower of a year last year. So no surprise, but among these 6 OEMs that are reporting, about a 5% increase across the board from these guys. But again, Ford down 5%. So it'll be interesting to see also from GM and Stellantis, some of their brands as those reports come in. And then lastly for today, Elon did participate in the AI summit with the UK Prime Minister. So about a 50-minute long video with some Q&A. Most of us have heard Elon's comments on this. I don't think anything too new for those that have listened, but a pretty enjoyable quick listen. You can do 2x. It's posted on Elon's account there on X. All right, that'll wrap it up for today. So as always, thank you for listening. Make sure you're subscribed and signed up for notifications. You can also find me on X at Tesla Podcast. And I'll see you tomorrow for the Friday, November 3rd episode of Tesla Daily. Thank you.